Starting by the mound. Here. All. At the plate, Isaiah Kale. Strikeout by Derek Hall. Next to the plate, Gianni Gandy. Next up at plate, Miles Tate.
Good afternoon and welcome back to MPTV's broadcast of the Minority Baseball Prospects All-American Games. This is Futures game for the Underclassmen. Futures All-American game. It'll be the Futures Blue versus the Futures Gold. We're already underway here with the leadoff batter Isaiah Cato, the second baseman, going down with a strikeout. Gianni Gandy earning a walk. The shortstop Gianni Gandy earning a walk. And now it's Miles Tate, and that was booted by the second baseman, and Miles Tate sends that one over into right field, and the first run of the day crosses the board for the Futures Blue as Gianni Gandy comes around from second after he stole second to cross the plate and score the game's first run. That'll bring up number 22, Spencer Norman, the left fielder, with Miles Tate, the sophomore out of Woodward Academy in College Park, Georgia, on first. I'm Mike Shepard here. I'll be hosting this broadcast the entire day. If you're just now tuning in, we thank you for tuning in to MPTV on YouTube, following the stream. Big shout out to my man Roy over here producing the entire thing, sitting next to me. Our camera people down on the fields. It's a Minority Baseball Prospects weekend. This game right here is sure to be a thriller. If you had a chance to check out the first game, the middle school game ended in a 9-9 tie, with the black and gold All-Americans coming back in the last 3 to 4 innings to put up 9 runs and come from behind to end that game in a tie. On the mound, Derek All for the Futures Gold team, and he has a strike there. There's a play down at second, and Miles Tate able to show the wheels off and get in there for a stolen second base. Great job. As Spencer Norman goes down swinging. And that's going to bring up number 13, Mason Malone, with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Malone sends that one out to right center field. And colliding but making the catch is the right fielder for the third out of the inning, and that'll do it for the top half of the first, with Futures Blue putting one man across the plate with Gianni Gandy, and going into the bottom half of the first inning, 1-0. We're going to get all caught up for you here, and we'll be right back with you in a second. Live from Montgomery, it's the Minority Baseball Prospects Underclassmen All-American game right here at Riverwalk Stadium in Montgomery.
Over on the other side, the team run. On the mound, the team there. Ezra Gandy. Caleb Harvey. That play for Chad Thomas. Next up, Derek All. Caden Harvey. That play right here, we got a pink. Long.
Welcome back here. Top of the second inning. Nothing doing for the Futures Gold in the top of that first inning. Derek all hit by a pitch. And had a fly out from Caden Harvey, a fly out from Chance Thomas, and then a fly out from Bryson Hodge. And now a new pitcher on the mound, Caden Harvey. And he'll start it off facing up against the center fielder, number 8, Nathan Malone. And strike 3 called on that breaking pitch, and Nathan Malone will head back to the dugout on 3 off the hands of Caden Harvey. Now Brian Ward, the first baseman, will step in. And he fouls that first pitch back. And Brian Ward with a single to left.
Brian Ward with a hit. Next up, C.G. Gordon.
And that'll bring up C.G. Gordon. The ambidextrous pitcher. And you have number 11, number 11, Isaiah Cador coming in the pinch run. So it'll be C.G. Gordon and Caden Harvey swearing off here. And Harvey checks over at first. Gordon with the catching duties today. Runner on first, 1 out here. Top of the second inning. And Harvey outside the zone on that one. 2 balls, no strikes. Strike called. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Runner going. No throw made. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the runner on second now. As Cador got down the path. And a beautiful pitch, off speed. right across the outside portion of the plate for strike two. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Full count, runner on second. 1 out early on here. Futures All-American game. Futures gold and gold. Futures blue and light blue shirts. And there's a check swing. And the out called. Strikeout, throw him out. Double play by the Futures gold team. And that will do it for the top half of the second. Bang, bang over there at third, and the umpire called it out as the ball beat the runner to the bag. So C.G. Gordon strikes out, and that will end the top half of the second. We'll be right back with you in just a moment with number 21 for Futures Blue headed to the mound.
Sit on the mound. Coming to hit Frank Knowles.
And welcome back here to Riverwalk Stadium, home of the Biscuits, Double-A baseball for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Ezra Gandy back on the mound here. He'll start this inning off against number 13, Frank Knowles. 1-1 in the count after a leadoff strike. The pitch. That's high. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Wind starting to pick up. Blowing out to left field. 3 balls, 1 strike. Gandy outside the zone there. And that one fouled back. And that'll be ball 4. As Frank Knowles takes his base. And that brings number 10, Maximilian Bale, to the plate. And Bale looks at ball 1. I'm going in and out. 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm static. Gandy checks the runners, throws it down just outside the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner on the move. He's swinging. That ball popped up to right. And coming in to handle that one for the out is Mason Malone. Just behind the second base. And Knowles retreats to second. It's going to bring up number 19, third baseman Dakari Reed. One out, 1 man on second. Futures Blue leads 1-0 early here. Futures Gold threatening with the runner in scoring position and 1 out. With Dakari Reed at the plate. Runner on the move. They're going to throw down. And Reed's going to be in there, and that ball gets away from the third baseman down into left field. And that's going to be an easy run plated for Futures Gold. And we're all knotted up at 1 here in the bottom of the second. That's going to be an error on the throw from the catcher. And we have ourselves a 1-1 ball game. No balls, 2 strikes to Reed. And Reed with a shot now. That ball is headed towards the alley, and it's going to get past the center fielder where it gets down. And a great recovery right there by the center fielder, Nathan Malone, to get back over there as he had Reed shaded to the left side of the second base bag. And that was a hot shot over to the right side, which brings up Zay McElvin, the first baseman, number 5. And McElvin sprays that one off, and it finds its way to the net on the first base side. Zay McElvin with 1 out, a runner on first. There's Gandy trying to settle in here. And he delivers that one right down Coosa Street for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Early on here, bottom of the second. The 0-2 pitch. doggone miss. That ball is in the dirt. And Zay McElvin is down on strikes. Swinging strikeout. And that's going to bring up number 18. For the Futures goal, that's Ja'Kai Badgett, the shortstop. With 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Huge gap in between center field and right field. And as a left-hander, they still have Ja'Kai Badgett at center field. They're playing him still to the left side of the second base bag. In the right field, they're still trending closer towards the right field line, and just an enormous gap in between center field and right field. And there's a strike from Gandy to bring the count even at 0-1 rather. No balls, 1 strike. And there's the pop foul into foul territory. Miles Tate giving chase and just ran out of room. So that'll be a long second strike here. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second in scoring position. And Ja'Kai Badgett will step back in the box to do it again. Gandy looking to get out of this one, doing damage control to limit this Future Goals team to 1, and he'll bring the 0-2 pitch. And timeout call. Gandy taking his time. We're set to do it again. 0-2, 2 outs, runner on second. That ball outside the zone and low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball fouled off. One, 2 count. A battle going on here. Battle going on here in the battery between Gandy and Badgett. And that one outside. Badgett not chasing. 2-2 your count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A runner on second. Bottom of the second inning. Deuce is going wild as we prepare for this pitch. And there's a shot over into the right field open area, but great retreat by the center fielder, Nathan Malone, and that's going to be the 3rd out secured. So 1 run, 1 left stranded for the Futures goal in the bottom of the second. We'll move to the top of the 3rd. We're all knotted up at 1 apiece here in the Underclassmen Futures All-American game. We'll be right back to Montgomery with you in just a moment. We're back to Montgomery. MVP Futures All-American game. And that was number 18. Carter Gray on the mound now for the Futures goal. And that'll bring number 10, Cedric Wilson Jr. to the plate. And he looks at 2 balls to start the at-bat. Three balls, no strikes now. Carter Gray falling behind against Cedric Wilson Jr. There's a strike straight down the heart of the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out already here. And that ball in the dirt. And Wilson will take his bag. To the plate now, number 14, Miles Bryant. With the runner on first. And he looks at a first pitch strike. Late on that swing, fouling it off, fighting it into the right field stands. One out here, top of the third. There's a chopper over the second to third baseman, cuts him off. There's the force at first, and too late at second. They did get the out at first base, so Wilson is out on the fielder's choice, but running it out is Miles Bryant. Oh, I'm sorry, out at second, safe at first, rather, on that fielder's choice, unable to turn the double play. And that ball a little bit far inside, unable to be handled by the catcher. And Miles Bryant will move down to second. And that's Aiden Hayes in the box now, number 7, Aiden Hayes. And again, inside. Hayes backing out the way. Runner in scoring position now with 2 outs. Hayes awaiting the pitch. The ball low. 3 balls, no strikes now. Miles Bryant on second with a big lead. Nobody holding him on. And 4 straight pitches. We'll see Aiden Hayes headed down to first. The 2-out walk. And that's going to bring up Kanai Carlisle, number 9, with 2 men on and 2 outs. And an opportunity to put his team back ahead. We're knotted up at 1 apiece here. 1-1 here in the bottom of the second. Oh, I'm sorry, the top of the third, rather. 1-1 your count. Swung on and missed. Now they're throwing behind the runner. He's able to get back in there, and a smart heads-up play by Miles Bryant at second. When he saw the snap throw down to first, he decided to go ahead and take on off for third, making it in there easily. But they had a great play behind the runner over there at first. Aiden Hayes able to get back into the bag safely, but nearly picked off right there. That's number 10, Maximilian Bell, behind the plate with that great throw. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 men on, second and third. And sprayed off down the first base side, foul. We'll do it again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 men on. Kanai Carlisle with a chance to do some good damage for his team. And he swings and misses for strike 3. And Carter Gray gets out of the inning. 2 men left on. No runs. No hits. We move to the bottom of the third. We're all knotted up at 1 in the MVP Futures All-American game right here in Montgomery, Alabama. We'll be back with you in just a moment. We are back to live action here. Bottom of the third inning. And we're all knotted up at 1. Stepping into the box is number 22, Ross Christie. And Christie looking at a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Number 12, C.G. Gordon on the mound now. And you can take a look at C.G. He has a very special glove on. It can fit on his right hand or his left hand. And he can throw that thing with either hand. As he throws that one by Christie for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Ball high. Running the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cameron Gage on deck. There's a shot deep. And it trails foul and heads over to the train yard. Christie got a hold of that one, just unable to straighten it out enough. And he'll come back in. That's just a long strike to reset. Still full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Curveball called for strike 3, and Christie will head back to the dugout as C.G. Gordon lays that one up there and pushes it off a table. Beautiful break on that ball for out number 1 of the inning. And that's going to bring up Cameron Gage. And he comes in swinging and missing at the first pitch. That ball not finding the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and missed for strike 2. And that one fouled back. That pitch missing. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That one getting away from CG. High. Running the count full, 3-2. Cameron Gage standing in strong, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out so far here in this inning. The payoff pitch. And ball 4. That one's way high and out the zone. And that's going to bring number 20 to the box. CG. CG starting it off with number 20 with a ball high and outside. Missing upstairs again. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Middle infielders, well, I thought they were at double play depth. There's a little dinker towards the second baseman, and he'll come on really, really quick and make that play. Isaiah Cador for out number 2. Runner going. Throw is down, but unable to hold on to it is Gandy. And it looked like the runner had beaten the throw. It's Mason Jones at the plate. Jones ahead of count 2-0 now. As you can tell, CG has switched over to the left-handed side. That one got away from him. And Cameron Gage makes his way over to third. So now 3-0 count here to Mason Jones. And CG Gordon with 2 outs has a runner 1 base away from the plate. The 3-0 pitch set to come in this 1-1 contest here in the bottom of the third. The 3-0 pitch. Strike called as that ball dances on the inside corner. CG, that's right. Coming from the left-handed side this time. And that one is pulled into shallow field. Coming on, unable to make the catch as the center fielder. That ball will drop. Valiant effort right there. I don't think that they'll score that in error because of the amount of space that he had to cover. But Nathan Malone, center fielder, unable to get to that one. And it falls in. And a run scores. 2-1 our score now. And our scorekeepers did indeed mark that as an error. Runner moving, swung on and missed, and no throw down to second. Mason Jones moves into scoring position with that stolen back. Number 14. Three-one count here. Blake Godwin. And Godwin fouls it back. Godwin with the opportunity to give his team a little bit of insurance with Jones on first. And CG steps off. Facing a little heat here in the bottom of the third. From the stretch, 3-2 count. And that one bounces up. CG. Oh, they're going to wave him home. We're going to have him play at the plate. And, CG unable to hold on to it. And sliding in under that was Mason Jones. Aggressive play by third base coach for the Futures Gold team. And all the way around on that pass ball walk, all the way around to second goes Blake Godwin. The play was there at the plate. The throw came in good. CG unable to handle it and put the tag down. It was bang, bang. And the runner was able to get in under the tag. 2 runs across the board now. Here in the bottom of the third for the Futures Gold team. And that brings number 16, Grayson Letang, to the plate. Letang swinging away and is hit by that pitch. He'll take his bag. And with 2 outs now, we'll see what C.G. Gordon does to work himself out of this mess. And he'll have his hands full. As big number 24 steps in. And unable to squeeze that one cleanly, and the runner scoops right on down to third. Good base running right there. Secondary watching that ball off the catcher's hands, off the catcher's glove. Now runners on the corners with 2 outs. And the Futures Gold team still applying the pressure here in the bottom of the third. Runner moving from first. That ball inside and an easy swipe bag for Letang. And a shot. Looks like a C&I single. That ball's going to get down. Coach is going to wave him. We got us a play at the plate, and this ball is well overthrown. No backup from the pitcher. And around to third base goes 24, and he's going to be in easily after that long throw from the left fielder. And they're going to call flipping it up. But 4 runs in the bottom of the third for the Futures Gold team, and they had 1 man on when they called flip-flop the innings. And just like that, the bottom of the third proving to be big for the Gold as they take a 5-1 lead moving into the fourth. We'll be right back with you here in Montgomery, Alabama for the MVP Underclassmen Futures game for All-American Futures game. We'll be right back with you. welcome back to Riverwalk Stadium here. Minority Prospects Baseball, All-American game. Futures Blue versus Futures Gold, Underclassmen division. And we have Carson Crum to the plate now. And Carson Crum is hit on the first pitch by the new pitcher, Blake Godwin. And it looks like they're going to call that one a ball. It looks like they will call that one a ball. Carson Crum will get a chance to swing it here. Swung on and missed. That ball trails high. One ball, one strike. Strike two call. One ball, two strikes. Low through the zone. Two balls, two strikes. And we've seen some pitchers working pretty deliberate today. But Blake Godwin seems to be working pretty fast. That ball gets away from the bullpen. Stop and play. Two balls, two strikes here. We're in the top of the fourth. The Futures Gold lead 5-1 over Futures Blue. And that ball comes in high. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Carson Crum. Full count. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And Crum will head it on back to the dugout. Beautiful pitch right there by Blake Godwin for out number 1 of this 4th inning. Now to the plate, number 6, Joe Colvin. And he watches the first one go in the dirt, ball 1. Been an exciting weekend of baseball here in Montgomery for minority prospects. Started it off Friday night, watching a thrilling game between Alabama State University and Tuskegee University. Their fall classic, which has become a local fan favorite and tradition here in the Montgomery area. The Gump Classic, the Gump Fall Classic. 2 balls, 1 strike right now to Joe Colvin. 1 out, and Colvin gets a hold of that one, sends it into left field, and that one is squeezed in by the left fielder, Frank Knowles, for out number 2. And Joe got a good little piece of that one, just not enough of it to do anything with. Now to bring up number 3, Cameron Scott. And Scott looks at a first pitch ball. Beautiful pitch by Blake Godwin right there for the strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. That ball trailing high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Blake Godwin looking strong on the mound for his inning. Swing and a miss right there by Scott. And that ball just outside the plate for ball 4. And Cameron Scott will take his bag. And that'll bring up number 23. Chaston DeMello. DeMello steps in with 2 outs. Runner on first. Looks at a first pitch strike. That one gets away. Good secondary lead. And Scott will move it on down to second. Chaston DeMello. It's a ball 2. With a runner in scoring position and 2 outs, his team trailing by 4. That's a little bit far inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Third baseman even with the bag. And the strike called. Running the count full. 3-2. And DeMello staying alive, fouling that one off down the first base side. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Swung on, missed for strike 3, and that's going to end the inning. And a beautiful pitch by Blake Godwin, getting Chaston DeMello to chase up the ladder and sending them back to the dugout for the 3rd out of the inning. And that's going to do it for the top half of the 4th, with the Futures Gold team leading 5-1 over the Futures Blue. We're going to head into the bottom of the 4th, and we'll be right back with you for a lot more Minority Prospects baseball from Montgomery, Alabama, and Riverwalk Stadium right after this.
Top 5. Bottom 4 right here.
Back to the action here at Riverwalk Stadium. Bottom of the fourth inning. 5-1 lead for the Futures Gold All-American team. Number 6, Caden Harvey stepping in for Futures Gold. He flew out to center field his first time up. And that's number 20 on the mound now, Brian Ward, for the Futures Blue team. He misses the strike zone there. We got 20 on the mound, 6 at the plate. 20 is Brian Ward. Caden Harvey at the plate, holding the bat back and looking at that strike for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Full count pitch. And that was popped high in the air. Coming in under his first base. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, a blown opportunity right there for Futures Blue. He had a little bit of confusion where he had to take his eye off the ball because of the runner to avoid the runner. That's when you got to get yourself over in foul territory. But just unable to hold on to that one is Ezra Gandy. And it'll be another full count pitch here now for Caden Harvey. And instead of that being the first out of the inning, Harvey draws the walk. And he'll be on first base. And that's going to bring up number 4, Carter Gray, in to hit. With a runner on first. And Gray sprays that one out to right field. Center fielder coming on, and that ball falls down. No effort made by the right fielder to track that ball and get in there. Center fielder came all the way across and was just unable to get to it for the distance. Second baseman didn't track back either for that ball. It just landed in the middle of no man's land. And just like that, there are 2 men on to start the bottom of the fourth. Carter Gray with a seeing eye pop-up that just found the empty spot in the cabbage patch. And now Derek All to the plate, and he looks at strike 1 with 2 men on and no outs. Infield at regular depth. Nobody home. There's Brian Ward looking to keep him honest. We've seen this Gold team steal third base on 2 occasions today. And now catcher number 18, Alex Gutierrez. Nope. Gutierrez comes out and talks to his pitcher. And we're set back to go. No balls, 1 strike. Derek All keeping that bat back. 1 ball, 1 strike now. All was hit by a pitch his first time up. And now at the plate with 2 men on and a chance to add to his team's 5-1 lead. Ward taking his time, delivers, and fouled back into the stands. Still be 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch coming. There's a shot right back up the middle. Gets outside the glove of the outstretched second baseman. They're going to hold him up at third as that play comes into the plate and gets away. Just an errant throw, and the runner's going to come across. That's going to be another error. Sloppy play as Caden Harding comes across. No cutoff man hit with that ball. And the runners will advance to second and third. So Derek All with a single up the middle. And a run ends up coming in off of the error. And that's going to bring number 23, Bryson Hodge, back to the plate. He flew out his first time to the infield. Now turning on that one, sending it hard down the third base side, but foul. 6-1 your score here, bottom of the fourth. It's been all Futures goal all game long here in Montgomery. Runners on second and third, in at the corners. Well, the entire infield in now on the grass. They're going to be looking to cut down that runner at home with no outs here and try and preserve some of this deficit. As Brian Ward bounces that one up to the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike now. And a good job by Gutierrez to block that one up, keep it in front of him. Makes the count 3-1 here for Bryson Hodge. Empty bag over on the first base side. Runners on second and third. Pretty healthy lead out there at second base. And that one swung on and fouled back. No outs yet. Carter Gray on third. A high chopper. It didn't clear the infield, but knocked down. That'll be an infield single. For Hodge. They have 5 errors listed on the board right now. Our official scorekeeper has 5 errors listed on the board for this Future Blue program. As Bryson Hodge reaches and loads the bases for number 13, Frank Knowles. Knowles walked his first time up. Now with the infield in, there's a force out at home. No outs here. And Brian Ward deep in the bushes. Now there's a rip down the left field line, and it is foul. But Frank Knowles trying to get it all of it back in one shot. Turning on that one. Carter, All, and Hodge on the base pads. And Ward lets up off of that one with the changeup, and 1 ball, 1 strike now your count. Knows what an opportunity to do dirt. There's a shot by Knowles. That ball's trailing back. And it is handled by the left fielder, but everybody will tag. And tagging up from third and scoring is Carter Gray. Tagging up also is Derek All, headed over to third. And Knowles does his job with the sacrifice fly for the RBI. sack fly RBI, and now 7-1 lead as 2 runs have crossed here in the bottom of the 4th. And that brings number 10, Maximilian Bell. He flew out to the right fielder his first time up. And runner moving. No throw down to second. Future Blue team just trying to preserve this gap in the deficit. Brian Ward trying to work his way out of it, bouncing that one off the chest protector of the catcher. One ball, one strike, one out here, bottom of the 4th. Big number 19, Dakari Reed, on deck. And that one popped up high and back. Looks like it'll make its way to the net, and it does. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Bell. Bell stepping in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ward on the mound. Here's the pitch. Runners on second and third. Oh, just missing the zone right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ward needing something big here to change the momentum as that one comes through low and running the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A very dangerous hitter in Dakari Reed on deck. Bell with something to hit, fouls that one back. Three-two count coming. 3-2 pitch on the way. Runners at second and third. Infield still in. And ball 4 called. And they called the roll it. So we've played 4. With the Futures Gold All-Americans leading 7-1 over Future Blue. It's the underclass division. We're at Riverwalk Stadium here in Montgomery, Alabama. This Minority Prospects Baseball Weekend Extravaganza. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you. I'm Mike Shepard, and we'll be right back with you for the 5th inning right after this. Welcome back to Riverwalk Stadium here in beautiful Montgomery, Alabama. It's a Minority Prospects weekend. That's right, Minority Baseball Prospects All-Star Weekend. It is a underclassmen spectacular going on right here. Kind of a one-sided, lopsided event so far with the Underclass Futures Gold team dominating this one so far, 7-1 over the Underclass Futures Blue. Now we have number 19, Dakari Reed, on the mound, and he'll start it off against number 2, Jordan Owens. These are the All-Americans. This is the All-American game. Minority Prospects All-American game. And there's a strike. So ahead early here. No balls, 2 strikes. Just missing with that breaking ball. 1-2 the count. Owen steps back in. Reed to deliver. And a high pop fly to the left side. Trailing back is the shortstop, but calling him off is the left fielder, and that'll be a can of corn secured into the glove and the first out of the inning. Now we make our way back around to the top of the lineup. It's number 11, Isaiah Cador, the second baseman, starting second baseman back in, struck out his first time up, and looks at a first pitch strike to start the at-bat. That one in the dirt from Reed. Even the count up, 1-1. Isaiah Cador. Waiting to pitch. Swinging and fouling that one back in our direction. Looking to get back in there and straighten them up. Start off something offensively for his team here with 1 out in the top of the 5th. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Dakari Reed serving him up on the mound so far. Strike 3 called, looking, and Isaiah Cador goes down with the second strikeout of the game. But a beautiful pitch right there by Dakari Reed for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up number 15, class act, Gianni Gandy. I mean, just a total class act. Shortstop. Walked his first time up. Stole a base. Stepping back in there. Young man playing for Cartersville High School now. Cartersville, Georgia. Very tough region when you talk about Cartersville, Cass, Cedartown. The teams that they play out in that West Georgia district. A lot of big baseball talent coming from out that way, and he looks at a 1-1 count now with 2 outs and his team trailing by 6. And a little make you dance music right there, pushing Gandy out the box. He'll step back in, reload, and look to spark a little fire for his team here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Reed delivers. And that breaking ball continues to find and dance across that inside corner. It has some excellent break on it. And that runs the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Strike 3 called. That thing fell off a table as well. And Dakari Reed, back-to-back strikeouts to end the top of the 5th. And send his team back to the dugout, still holding on to that 6-run lead. We're back to Riverwalk Stadium. Bottom of the fifth action here. Futures Gold looking to expand on their lead right now. And the man who closed out the top half of the inning with 2 strikeouts, Dakari Reed, steps in to put the bat in his hand and see if he can help his own cause. 7-1 your score. And a beautiful breaking ball right there by the new pitcher, number 7, Aiden Hayes, for the future blue team. And he jumps out ahead of Dakari Reed early in this count, 0-2. Fastball tailing away from the zone. Just missing the outside corner right there is Hayes, running the count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. If you're just joining us, you've missed a lot of offense so far from this Futures Gold team as they've put up 7 runs over the course of these 5 innings. And now threatening once again as the count runs full on Dakari Reed. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. 3 straight balls from Hayes after getting out ahead 0-2. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Aiden Hayes. And that's a big-time pitch to start off the bottom of the 5th. Big confidence booster right there for Aiden Hayes. And Dakari Reed, who singled his first time, strikes out. And that'll bring number 5, Zay McElvin, up to the plate, who struck out his first time. And he looks at a first pitch ball from Hayes. And that was grounded down to third, deep in third. It's going to be a long throw, but no worries, no problem. A beautiful play from the third baseman deep in the hole. Deep in the hole right there was Miles Tate with an amazing throw. Oh, I'm sorry, that was number 21, Ezra Gandy, who's moved over to third base with that throw and able to get the out. Now to the plate. This is number 18. For the Futures Gold team, Ja'Kai Badgett. Badgett popped out to center his first time. 1-2 count on the way. That breaking ball doesn't find its way to the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom half of the 5th. And then another breaking ball from Hayes, not finding the zone. And after getting out ahead early on him, loses him with 3 balls in a row, and Ja'Kai Badgett will mark his way down the first. And we're hearing last batter call from the organizers. Last batter for this inning, this half inning. And we'll see number 22, Ross Christie, step in. Christie struck out his first time at bat. And he'll have an opportunity for a good piece of hitting. There's a runner on the move. There's the throw down to second. Oh, my goodness. They're going to gun him out at second. A beautiful throw by Gutierrez down to second base and nails Ja'Kai Badgett trying to steal a bag, and that's going to end the inning. That is how you want to end an inning right there. We're headed into 6. We're here in Montgomery, Alabama. It's the All-American game. Futures, Underclassmen, Gold versus Blue. I'm Mike Shepard, and we'll be right back with you in Montgomery. Welcome back to Riverwalk Stadium here in Montgomery for the Minority Prospects. Minority Baseball Prospects All-American game, Underclassmen All-American game, Futures Blue versus Futures Gold, and today has been all Futures Gold to this point. Number 26, Miles Tate, the third baseman, stepping in. He had a single his first at bat. Looking to pull the trigger right there, keeping the bat back, but a strike called anyway. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's number 5, Zay McElvin on the mound now. And Tate stepping in, looking to give him the business. I like this kid, Miles Tate. I can say that his dad and I went to school together in the early 90s at the University of Central Florida. Go Knights, charge on. UCF's campus also the site of the inaugural Minority Softball Prospects National Invitational. So the first time they did that national event, they did it right there at UCF, and what a spectacular weekend of events that was. A couple of Novembers ago, and Tate drew the walk, but everybody in this stadium wants to see this young man swing the bat, so Coach White's called him right back to the batter's box. To give him another go at it. We'll see if Zay can give him some strikes. You know, I like it when they bring them back in, but then if they end up striking out, I don't like it. And now, Tate looking at a 1 ball, 2 strike count for big number 26. This young man has all kinds of SEC offers in football, and he's a baseball player swinging, and they're calling that a strikeout. And that'll be the first out of the inning. We'll call that a technical strikeout. This Tate had originally walked during gameplay, live gameplay. Now number 22, Spencer Norman, the left fielder. Comes in swinging and fouling that first one off. Yeah, that's one of those situations where if they walk and you want them to hit and they get back in and then they strike out, I think that at that point, okay, that's when you send them on down to first and honor, you know, that first opportunity, that first walk. But, you know, those are the little kinks that you work out over time and, you know, come up with a strategy of how you want to approach it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here. And fisting that one off the end of the bat was Spencer Norman. And that was grounded over the first for the second out of the inning. Which will bring up number 13, Mason Malone, the right fielder. And Zay McElvin settling in. Swing and a miss to start the at-bat by Mason. Mason flew out to right field his first at-bat. And there's a shot down over the third. Fielded cleanly. The throw to first, and he's going to be safe. The first baseman does not squeeze it into the glove. And just like that, there's going to be an error on that one. And Mason Malone will reach first base. Two outs and a runner on first now. The throw down to second, not in time. Oh, now going for third. Here comes the throw. Bang, bang. And he's safe. He missed the tag. So heads up. Base running right there by Mason. And now number 8, Nathan Malone, with an opportunity and a man just one base away from home plate. An opportunity to put some points on the board for his team. Two balls, no strikes so far here in the count. Swung on, big cut right there, missing, coming up empty. But Nate Malone was swinging for the fences right there. Oh, and that pitch just misses. 3 balls, 1 strike. And they say roll it. So in essence, to save time, because we still have the Futures Upperclassmen game coming up after this one, the last game of the weekend. With the 7-1 lead, we are rolling it here to the bottom of the 6th. And we'll get the opportunity to see number 15, Gianni Gandy, on the mound when we come back. We're at Riverwalk Stadium, Montgomery, Florida. Minority Prospects Baseball. Back to the action here, bottom of the 6th inning. Gianni Gandy on the mound now for the Futures Blue. He'll start it off against number 22, Ross Christie. Christie struck out his first time at bat. Swinging and missing on that pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Beautiful pitch by Gianni Gandy. Finding his way through the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, ahead of the count on Christie. That fastball outside the zone. Christie not chasing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the later parts of the game right now, with Future Gold holding on to a 6-run lead over the Futures Blue. This underclass division game. There's a shot down the line and foul ball, says the umpire. Foul ball. Close to an extra base hit for Christie, but he'll come back through and do this 2-2 counter all over again. And Gianni Gandy, who was playing shortstop primarily with the white tape on his wrist, had to remove that. Good eye by the first base umpire to recognize that. 2-2 pitch. And just high, says home plate umpire. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Swung on for strike 3. And the first out of the inning as Gianni Gandy retires Ross Christie with a beautiful off-speed pitch for out number 1. Number 3, Cameron Gage steps in now. He walked his first time at bat. And Gandy starts him off with a first pitch fastball right down the center of the plate. One pitch. Nothing doing with that pitch outside the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. A little bit too far inside, and now Gianni Gandy behind in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Let's see if he gives Gage something to hit here. And he does not, as ball 4 is thrown. And Gage will take his bag. And that's going to bring up number 20. With a runner on first and 1 out. And Gandy looking to change the ball out. And a strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first base here, bottom of the 6th inning. MVP All-American game. The Underclassmen Futures game. Futures Blue trails Future Gold by 6 runs. Runner moving. Throw to the other side of the bag. Not sure what the 2 balls, 1 strike. Gandy trying to keep the runner honest. Comes in high with that one. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out here, bottom of the 6th. The pitch. And that's ball 4. Number 20 will take his base. That brings up number 2, Mason Jones, who singled his first time up. And Jones fouls that one off down the left field side. Runners on first and second. Runners moving. And there's a dribbler fouled off of the batter. Hit and run on right there by Futures goal. Mason Jones trying to do his part, just unable to get it into the field of play, fouling it off of himself. Now he's looking at an 0-2 count and the pitch. And just outside the zone, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled off into the stands and out of the stadium. Down to the main row. And we'll do this 1-2 again. We'll do 1-2 tango between Mason Jones and Gianni Gandy. And that one goes into the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Runners not moving on those last 2 pitches. Coach took the hit and run off. And Gandy unable to find his own now, and that run is the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. And once again, the Futures blue team finds themselves with the water starting to heat up. Here's the pitch. Swung on, miss for strike 3, and that's how you bounce back if you're Gianni Gandy. Sitting Mason Jones down with that strikeout and pulling the second out of the inning, 2 men still on. And now they're not out of the woods yet, but they're a little bit closer to the daylight as number 14, Blake Godwin, steps in, and he walked his first time up. And the pickoff play, unsuccessful. At second, sneaking in behind the runner, making sure he's still paying attention. Gandy delivers, and that one is fouled back into the net. 1 more game to play here today in these All-American, MVP All-American games. The Upperclassmen, some of the best baseball that you'll see in the nation, loading up right here, and it'll take place right on this field as you see strike 2 across the plate from Gandy. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on. And that one gets into center field, but a great job of already being on the move by the center fielder, so he was right there to back that up. And they had him a good throw. They had him picked. Cameron Gage working. Strike 3 called, and that's going to do it for the inning. A beautiful pitch by Gianni Gandy to get the strikeout and send Godwin back to the dugout. So back-to-back strikeouts, 3 strikeouts in that inning to get all of the outs by Gianni Gandy. So we head into the 7th with the Futures Blue team in one last opportunity and chance to get themselves back into this game, trailing the Future Gold team 7-1 here in Montgomery, Alabama at the Riverwalk. Welcome back to the action. Minority Prospects All-American game here for the Underclassmen. Futures Gold versus Futures Blue. And right now it's been all Future Blue. I'm short. It's been Future Gold all game long. Maximilian Bell on the mound for Future Gold this inning. He'll start the inning off against number 8, Nathan Malone. And he check swings that one down the first base side. And behind the count early, 0-2 to Bell. Top of the 7th inning here. Just missing with that pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball trailing inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on, miss, and going back to the dugout is Nathan Malone, his second strikeout of the game. And Maximilian Bell comes in making a statement, and that'll bring number 20, Brian Ward, to the plate. Started at first baseman. He singled his last time up. Single to left, rather. And with nobody on, he looks at a first pitch ball. And a high fly ball over to the right side. Right fielder tracking and coming in, making the play for out number 2. So easy work so far here from Maximilian Bell. And that'll bring up number 12, C.G. Gordon, who struck out his first time up. And C.G., first pitch swinging, hits it over to the shortstop. Shortstop ranging to his left, throws over to first for the out. 3 up, 3 down. 3 up, 3 down. But Coach White wanting to get, they're going to leave C.G. on. They're wanting to get one more at-bat here from number 18, Alex Gutierrez. So this will be the fourth man coming to the plate, and there's a strike from Maximilian Bell. Not only does it give another batter a chance to get some rest, but it gives Maximilian Bell a chance to throw some pitches as well, as he made quick work. He came in knowing the assignment and made quick work of the 3 batters that he faced. And that was sprayed down the right side. And foul by Gutierrez. Swung on and missed by Gutierrez, and another strikeout. And we'll roll it here. We'll definitely play the bottom of the 7th to give one last pitcher a chance to get in. And that's going to be for the Futures Blue team. That's going to be Jordan Owens with the opportunity to get on the mound. When we come back with the bottom of the 7th, it's 7-1, Futures Gold over Futures Blue here in the Underclassmen game and the Minority Prospects All-American games. We'll be right back with you from Montgomery, Alabama, right after this. back to the action here, Riverwalk Stadium. Montgomery, Alabama. Mike Shepard on the call. Futures All-American game for the underclassmen. Minority baseball prospects has put on a fantastic weekend of baseball, showcasing and bringing out some of the best talent in the Southeast and from across the nation. It's robotic. And we're back to the action. I think we have 4 batters that are going to hit here in the bottom of the 7th. And you're seeing number 2, Jordan Owens, on the mound. And a 3-2 count now. So he draws the walk. And that brings up number 6, Caden Harvey. Caden flew out to center his first at bat, walked the last time. Now at the plate in the bottom of the 7th. Swinging and missing out that one, bringing the count even at 1-1. Runner on first base. Jordan Owens on the mound. The pitch popped up. Let's see if that ball stays in territory. Tracking that one was Gianni Gandy, and able to corral it for the first out of the inning. Almost overran that one trying to get to the backstop to put himself in a good position, and that ball, with this wind that has been blowing out towards left and is now blowing in towards the press box, shifted that ball over a little bit, but great adjustment by Gandy to make the play. Snap throw down the first. Not in time. Now we're looking at number 4, Carter Gray, stepping into the box. He swings and misses. One ball, one strike, one out. One runner on first, being held on by Gandy. Middle infielders at double play depth. Runner moving, hot shot just past the outstretched arms of the shortstop. It gets past the left fielder, and that's going to advance the runners even more. And then running around home, here comes the play at the plate. It's no good, and that's going to be another run in the throw down the third, and he's safe in the third as well. Heads up base running. Heads up base running right there by Carter Gray. And he makes it all the way around the third and gets himself into scoring position. Another run crosses the plate for the Futures Gold team. Now it's 8-1. That was a hot shot by Carter Gray. And another hot shot down the third base side, and that's going to score another run. And that hit coming off the bat of Derek All. And we're switching out pitches now, as every arm gets a chance to throw it. There's another single and RBI from All. Coming in now, number 23, Chaston DeMello. With one out. We're going to pause for the calls while DeMello gets warmed up. We'll be right back with you here at the Riverwalk Stadium. And this All-American Minority Baseball Prospects Spectacular. Back to the action here. Number 23, Bryson Hodge steps in. Had a single his last at bat, and he comes in swinging at the first pitch. That's a high pop up to the right side of the field, and it's handled easily by the second baseman for out number 2. And this is the last batter coming up. It'll be Ross Christie coming back up, getting another opportunity. And Ross Christie will face off here with Chaston DeMello. And Gutierrez wants to go out and talk it over with DeMello. His team trailing 9-1 in the bottom of the 7th, making sure that all of these young people get ample opportunity to show their skills at the plate, pitchers on the mound, and we've seen some brilliance in the flashes of leather out here since early this morning. And the pitch, strike one from DeMello. This will be our last batter of this game. Right now, if everything holds up, the All-American, here in the All-American, the MVP All-American game in Montgomery, Alabama, the Futures Blue team, their line, they had 1 run on 1 hit, 7 errors. And for the Futures Gold, 9 runs on 6 hits, 3 errors on their end, leading this one 9-1 currently. And the last batter, swinging hard, Ross Christie, and he's behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Don't forget, we have more action coming up right after this. Our final game of the weekend of this Minority Prospects All-American Weekend here in Montgomery, Alabama. And there's a shot, and that's going to get through. The play's going to be at the plate. We're going to get to see one more piece of action, and it trails up the line. And that is going to do it as Ross Christie keeps going and gets around to third base. And that is the ball game. So that line does change as another run crosses on another hit. So from right here in the Underclassmen All-American game, it's Futures Blue ending the game with 1 run on 1 hit, 7 errors. And the Futures Gold taking home the victory with 10 runs on 7 hits, 3 errors. These young men will shake it up, and I tell you what, we look forward to the next time we get a chance to see these young people. If you joined us here on this MPTV broadcast of this game, don't go anywhere because the upperclass action, the upperclassmen action is coming up in about 20 to 25 minutes. So you got just enough time to go get you something to drink, pop a little popcorn, and get back in your seats and prepare for our final game of the weekend here at this All-American Weekend for Minority Prospects. I'm Mike Shepard. I'll be right back with you for the final game of the day right after this.